Albert, the alphabetical elephant. Once there was an elephant, an unusual elephant. Albert. Nothing unusual about that. A bright blue elephant with yellow feet was Albert, which is not, you must agree, a usual elephant color. And Albert had a very unusual trunk. We'll come to that later. One day, while out for his morning plod, Albert met a little girl. She was reading a book. "Hello," said Albert, for he was a friendly elephant. "What are you reading?" "I can't read," said the girl. "I'm looking at the pictures." "Oh," replied Albert. "Then would you like me to teach you the alphabet?" "Alpha what?" said the girl. "The alphabet," explained Albert, "is all the letters in all the words in your book." And then, do you know what he did? He turned his trunk, his very unusual trunk, into a letter A. "That's the first letter in the alphabet," he said. "A for Albert," he added, "which is my name." "Now," continued Albert, "what color am I?" "Blue," said the girl. "B for blue," said Albert, and made a B with his trunk. "A for Albert and B for blue," said the girl. "Good for you," chuckled Albert. "Next comes C," said Albert. "And what begins with C?" The girl looked up at the sky, trying to think. "C for cloud," she said. A dog walked by. "D for dog," said Albert. "Woof," said the dog. "D for dog," said Albert, "and E for elephant, like you," said the girl. "Exactly," smiled Albert. "Now," said Albert, "what have I got two more of than you?" The girl giggled. "Feet," she said. "F for feet," said Albert. "And if I'm an elephant," said Albert, "what are you?" "A girl," said the girl. Albert made a G. "G for girl," said the girl. Albert grinned. "I'm glad I'm not a boy beginning with B," said the girl. "Then H for hen," said Albert. "And I for insect." "J for jump." "And K for kick," he added. "Now," said Albert, "let's go for a walk. I'll give you a ride. Up you get." The girl climbed up onto Albert. "And what," went on Albert, "am I walking with?" "Legs," said the girl. "L for legs," laughed Albert. "And M for me," laughed the girl. "You've got a trunk instead of a nose," giggled the girl. "Naturally," said Albert. "And now," said Albert, "N for nose." "And then what begins with O?" asked Albert. "O for off," said the girl, getting off Albert. "Then P for pig," said Albert. "And Q for queen," said the girl. "And R for road," laughed Albert. "And S for sun," laughed the girl. Now Albert continued, "We come to T. T for tail," said the girl. "True," said Albert, "but I can't turn my tail into a T, only my trunk." "Now U for up," said Albert. "Then V," said Albert. "V for voice," said the girl. "Well said," said Albert. "Now W," said Albert. "W for worm," said the girl, pointing. "Morning, Willie," said Albert to the worm. "How are you this morning?" "Just finished breakfast," said Willie. "What do worms have for breakfast?" asked the girl. "Worm flakes," said Willie. "Then X," said Albert. "I can't think of anything beginning with X," said the girl. "Neither can I," confessed Albert, scratching his head. Albert yawned, a large elephant-sized yawn. "Y for yawn," said the girl. Albert nodded. He was too sleepy to talk. "What comes next?" asked the girl. No answer. Albert had gone to sleep. "Thank you, Albert," whispered the girl into Albert's big ear. "Thank you for telling me all about the alphabet." Albert, the alphabetical elephant, snored. And the girl went home.